Have you seen the Steve Harvey memo? Do you even know who Steve Harvey is? I wasn't even aware what this guy was up to. I think the last I've heard of him, he was doing Family Feud, but apparently he's doing like a bunch of shows on TV, so he's busy and he says no to anything. I think he takes any job offer that he can get, and good for him. But there's this memo floating around that got leaked, a memo that he sent out to his staff. I'm not sure for what show. By the way, Steve Harvey's gotta have the nicest, whitest, biggest choppers I've ever seen in my life. Those have got to be fake, right? I don't know that you're born with teeth like that. They are just these big, massive chiclets that he flashes every time he smiles. They're blinding, and I can't get enough of him. Every time I see him on TV, I'm amazed by the size of those fucking choppers. But anyway, getting back to the memo. So the memo reads, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'd like you all to review and adhere to the following notes and rules of season 5 of my talk show. There will be no meetings in my dressing room, no stopping by or popping in. No one. He capitalizes these things, by the way. It's not, apparently that's how it was delivered to his staff. All the capitals he did himself. Do not come to my dressing room unless invited. Do not open my dressing room door. If you open my door, expect to be removed. My security team will stop everyone from standing at my door who have the intent to see or speak to me. I want all the ambushing to stop now. That includes TV staff. You must schedule an appointment. I have been taken advantage of by my lenient policy in the past. This ends now. No more. Do not approach me while I'm in the makeup chair unless I ask to speak with you directly. Either knock or use the doorbell. I'm seeking more free time for me throughout the day. Do not wait in any hallway to speak to me. I hate being ambushed. Please make an appointment. I promise you I will not entertain you in the hallway, and do not attempt to walk with me. If you're reading this, yes, I mean you, everyone. Do not take offense to the new ways of doing business. It is for the good of my personal life and enjoyment. Thank you all. God, my reading skills are horrible. I should really try to read more. Maybe that will improve a bit. Now, some people are calling him rude. They're losing their mind over it. Well, I don't know if they're losing their mind, but they think it's rude. They think he's being a dick for sending this out. I'm not in that party. I don't necessarily think this is rude. I don't know what it would have sounded like if he had said it instead of writing it up, because sometimes when you write things up, they sound a lot worse than when you actually say it. And Steve Harvey has a way of delivering lines that a lot of people seem to find funny. So I think he probably could have delivered this in a very comedic way, and people might have still taken it serious. But reading it, it sounds really bad to most people. To me, it doesn't. To me, I get it. I don't know about you. I think I'm in the minority here, but I don't like people. I'm not a big celebrity. I'm nothing. I'm worthless. I'm just a nobody, right? And I don't like people. I understand this. I can't even imagine what it's like to be even a celebrity of Steve Harvey's level, which he's not by any means, at least not in my view, an A-lister. He's not an A-list celebrity. I don't know what he is, D, E, whatever, but I don't, he's not world famous. I think he's famous in maybe North America or English speaking countries, but he's not like a Tom Cruise where he is worldwide famous in any fucking language. Tom Cruise is well known. I don't think that's the same case for Steve Harvey, but I can understand that if you have like 4 jobs, people are probably wanting to get a hold of you, talk to you, and I can see how that can get annoying. Now, maybe this is not the best way to go about it. Maybe this is not the best way to say these things. Or maybe you can get somebody else to deliver the same message in a more diplomatic way. I can see why some people are mad at it. I'm not. I think I understand it. I really do. I'm annoyed by people in my just everyday, regular, nobody knows me. I'm not a celebrity. I'm nothing. And I'm annoyed by people. No matter where I go, whether I'm driving, whether it's the supermarket, there's always someone there to annoy me. And I know that this isn't just me. I know we all annoy each other, but it's just I don't like to deal with people. I'll give you an example, to the point where I go to the movies by myself now, and I go like at 1 in the afternoon on a Monday, so that the theater is empty and I don't have to hear children. I don't have to hear people chew. I don't have to hear people laugh. I don't have to hear people comment. I can just be there by myself and watch the movie, which is what I want. I don't get the idea of going to a movie on opening night being surrounded by all those people. To me, that's just a nightmare. That's annoying. And I know I'm coming off like a miserable person, and I guess maybe I am to some degree, but I can't stand people. Most people are, I've had many jobs, and in every job that I've had, I pretty much didn't like about 97% of the people there. There was always just a handful of people, 3-4 people that I really got along with and I liked. Everyone else, I just had to, fake it. That's what I did. There's no other way of putting it, and I might be, this might come back and shoot me and bite me in the ass, I should say, if anybody sees this. If any future employer sees this, they might think, oh, we're not going to hire this guy. But that's the reality of it. I think most people just are not willing to express it. I think most people just keep it to themselves, and I bottle up the anger too. Believe me, I don't believe that I walk around being miserable. If I try and I pretend to be nice and polite to people as much as I can. I say thank you, please, you're welcome, whatever. I know how to play the game. I know how to fake the funk. But deep inside, I'm just like, you fucking piece of shit. You couldn't do this and that or whatever, that's annoying me at the time. But I try to be polite. But deep inside, I'm just thinking, I never want to fucking spend any time with this many people, with you, or just be surrounded by people, to the point that I would never go on a vacation with people I barely know. I have to know you very well before I could spend a weekend or a week away from my house, or away or in a place where I can't get away from you. And I see people doing this all the time. They barely know each other and they go away on a vacation. And by the end of the vacation, they want to fucking murder each other. What the fuck did you expect? You're going away with people you barely know, and you wonder why you want to fucking kill them by the end of the vacation? People want to pretend that I don't know, that they like each other, that humanity should interact with each other, there should be more human interaction. I don't agree with that. I don't think so. I'm happy with new technology that keeps me away from having to interact with people. I do everything online. The least interactions that I can have with humanity, with people, the happier I am. Wow, this is sounding so horrible, but it's true. That's how I feel. I've heard the argument by old timers. They're like, oh, these kids always texting each other, they never want to call or talk on the phone. Yeah, why would you want to talk on the phone? I mean, seriously, if I see anyone calling me, I look at the phone and I think, do you not know me? You must not be a friend of mine, because if you were a friend of mine, you know that you don't call me unless it's a fucking emergency. You better be dying on the other end of that phone. Otherwise, why the fuck are you calling me? I think the only people I talk to on the phone these days are probably my parents, because it's a lot easier for them to talk on the phone. They're from a different generation, so I get it. I give them a pass. But anybody else that's close to my age or younger, I don't know why you're calling me. Who the fuck wants to talk on the phone and have to go through that small talk and before you get to the point? With a text message, you directly go to the point that you want to, whatever it is that you want to talk about, instead of all this small talk and how are you, how's the family, what have you been up to? Who gives a shit? No one wants to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know about your dumb kids, your family, or whatever the fuck it is that you're up to. I really don't. God. So I get the feeling that Steve Harvey is going through. I used to socialize when I was younger, and I used to want to go to parties and mingle with people. And as I got older, I started realizing, God, people just annoy me. Everything everyone does just annoys me because they don't do it the way I want to do it. I know that's selfish, but I think we all think that like that at some point. We're like, I want you to do it that way. No, I don't like your views. I don't like your ideas. Hanging out in a big group, the problem with that is that everyone has got a different opinion. They don't have my opinion. And I don't like that. I don't. That's why I'd rather go and hang out with small groups, 3, 4, maybe at the most, and it just huge crowds. I see people hanging out with huge crowds, and they're all just bickering and arguing and just not agreeing with things. And I think, why would you want to put up with that? That sounds like a big pain in the ass. All these people saying, oh, the family, we need to stick together, hang out with the family. Yeah, I get the intention is good, but if you get along with your family, great. But a lot of the times, you just don't see eye to eye on things, and I end up getting annoyed, and I just realize I should just stay away from people. So I don't want people to change. If you like hanging out with people, good, great. I choose to keep myself away from humanity, because humanity just drives me crazy. Humanity drives me crazy. What else did I want to say? I can't remember what I wanted to say. Yeah, so I don't want to impose myself on people. So I just have made a decision to become more of a recluse or a hermit, if you will. I took the advice of George Carlin, which he said, yeah, I don't mind people. I like hanging out with people for about 3 or 5 minutes at a time. Then after that, I stay the hell away from me. I'm paraphrasing. I don't exactly remember the quote.
I like people, but I like them in short bursts. I don't like people for extended periods of time. I'm all right with them for a little while. But once you get up past around minute and a half, I got to get the fuck out of there. And my reason is for one that you may share, possibly. I have a very low tolerance level for stupid bullshit. That's all. Stupid bullshit. And everyone wants to tell you their stupid bullshit. And a lot of them don't know when to stop talking. You ever run into that guy? Doesn't know when to stop talking, just continues running at the mouth like verbal diarrhea.
I agree with that. I can hang out with people, but not for long periods of time, because I know that eventually it will get to the point where I'm going to want to kill you. And I don't mean that literally. I'm not insane. I like that. I don't think I could ever hurt anyone. I would rather just walk away, and that's what I do. I just keep to myself, and I like having as little interaction with people as possible. And I think this is what Steve Harvey wants. He wants to interact with people that he likes, not just any random person, because most people are stupid. I really believe that. The majority of the people you interact with are just dumb. You just full of dumb ideas and just saying all kinds of dumb things, and you have to pretend that you have to put on this fake face and pretend like, yeah, I'm really interested in what you have to say. That's very smart. Yeah, you know what? That's a very interesting point. And in reality, you're not thinking that. I'm not. I'm just thinking, how much longer do I have to put up with this nonsense of you rambling on about I don't know what? Even weddings, for God's sakes. I don't know why people get all excited about weddings. They want to go to weddings. It's like, it's an honor to be at somebody's wedding, not me. You invite me to a wedding, you are immediately my enemy. And I have made this clear to anyone that knows me. I hate fucking weddings. I will pay my friends to not go to their weddings, do not invite me. If you're looking for a gift, I will give you the gift. Just don't make me go to that shit. I don't know what the appeal of weddings are. I hate them. Now, I have gone and I will go under protest, or if it's someone really close to me, like an immediate family member. But other than that, get the fuck out of here. Weddings. The fuck? Why would anybody put themselves through that shit? God. It's true. I don't know. I just don't get all this interaction that people want to have with each other. Have you not walked around everywhere you go. And I see it all the time. People are always complaining and bitching about other people. It's not like they can't relate to me. I see a lot of people always bitching and moaning about other people. So why do you want to hang out or be in between big crowds or interact with so many people? You know, most people are going to annoy you. They're not gonna see things the way you do. I don't know. I feel Steve Harvey, and I don't think he's a dick. Uh, Maybe he could have done it or said it in a different way, but I get it. It sounds rude. It looks bad, and in the position that he's in, he probably could be more diplomatic. I mean, like I said, I'm nothing. I'm nobody, and in the jobs that I've had, I have never been this rude to someone. In my head, I have, but I've never actually said it. Well, okay, maybe a couple of times I have, but not. I was being pushed hard for me to actually come out and say something this rude. I feel for the guy. I do. I get it. I get why he feels this way, because I feel like him. I feel that way, and I'm just living a regular life, interacting with people on a, I guess what you call normal basis or whatever. And I'm annoyed by most people. So I get you, man. I'm not mad at you. I don't think you're rude. I understand why you feel this way. And maybe I'm miserable and people will think I'm an asshole or I'm rude. But I believe that a lot of people are annoyed by most human interaction. It's just that, we keep it to ourselves, or we've convinced ourselves to think that, no, this is good. We've been told that, no, this is good. Human interaction is good, that we should interact with humans more. I disagree. I think it's not for me. And maybe I know I'm probably in the minority group when it comes to that, but yeah, human interaction to me is overrated.